Good morning, everyone. My name is Eltimar, and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Shadowrun Hong Kong. Where we left off last time, we're about to use the perfect persona machine and continue Isabel's quest. The perfect persona kiosk flickers to life at your approach. A debug menu pops onto the screen along with a text prompt in all caps. Eltimar, enter the following code into this kiosk. And it's just a long key code. I enter the key code. You tap the code on the kiosk's keyboard. A moment later, a series of 5 loud popping sounds rattles off in your comlink's earpiece. Isabel's voice fills your ear, crisper and cleaner than it was before. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me, Eltimar? Yeah, I can hear you. What was that? Command line code for the kiosk to connect with your comlink via direct link. A hint of smugness creeps into her voice. This way, we can bypass using a comm signal entirely. Clever. I know. As long as you remain within a couple feet of the kiosk, we shouldn't have any problems. Wander too far out of that range and you're gonna get static again. Got it. Alright, now that we're all linked up, give me a second and I'll locate Rhombus. You hear the sound of rattling keystrokes, coupled with Isabel muttering under her breath. The line falls silent. The silence stretches. 10 seconds. 20. Then you hear Isabel explode. What the hell? He already has one? How the fuck does Rhombus merit a VIP pass when I don't? Wait, he's already in the VIP area? She rails into your earpiece, fuming. I'm twice the decker that he is, and everyone knows it. What makes him a VIP when I'm not? Calm down, Isabel. At least we know where he is. She takes a moment to calm herself. You can almost feel the heat of her anger radiating through your earpiece. Alright, I know which room you're staying in now. Another strange silence. I just need a few minutes to get your VIP upgrade. The line goes dead. Well, my friend, what do we do now? Shall we? A series of clicks erupts in your ear, cutting Richter's sentence short. Your PDA begins blinking. You're receiving a video chat request. Answer the call. Isabel blossoms onto the screen along with a pair of towering security guards. The line that connected her to the admin terminal hangs loose from its socket. I'm gonna ask you again, what the hell are you doing in here? Take your time. I'll make sure you're telling me the truth. I'll know if you don't. Isabel stammers helplessly. Well, I was just looking for the person who ordered this coffee. What? You were looking for him in the Matrix? And besides, you don't have any coffee, so try again. She continues to stutter. Her eyes dart towards the screen, fixing on you. You can see the desperation on her face. Well, I need to, Alright, Isabel, listen up. Say what I say and you'll be fine. Say okay if you understand. Okay. Last chance. Start talking sense or spend the night with the HKPF. My coworker sent me here as a prank. I feel like such a fool. My coworker sent me here as a prank. The words sound rehearsed, but they're tinged with enough genuine panic to be plausible. I feel dumb. The guard glances at his counterpart. We don't have time for this. Just kick her out and be done with it. The guard in front of Isabel straightens. Yeah, you're probably right. She looks down on Isabel, hands on her hips. I'm gonna let you go with a warning this time, but only this once. If I catch you anywhere near this room again, I'm turning you over to the police. Got it? But don't argue with her. Just let them kick you out of the room. She clenches her jaw and looks up at the guard. Yes, sir. Good call. The line goes quiet as she moves out of the server room. Alright, we are now Isabel, apparently. What a damn nightmare this is turning out to be. I'm sorry, Eltimar, but I couldn't get you your VIP access. You got his room number, though, right? Yeah, I got it. I can take you right there. There's only one problem. Without VIP access, you can't open the door without sounding an alarm. Picture on your PDA flickers worryingly. A moment later, Isabel's image returns to the screen. And let you through from this side. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll make my way down to you and open the door. You just cut out again. I thought you fixed our communication issues. I did, but that fix required me to be jacked into the hotel's computer network, and I'm not anymore. I'm still using the kiosk to talk to you, but I can't route messages to it directly anymore. It'll still help, but it won't be perfect. Please stay put. If you lose that kiosk, we're gonna start running into some serious communication issues. Got it. Oh, and I may need your help in case I run into more people up here, Eltimar. In case you hadn't guessed, I'm not exactly a social butterfly, and if things go loud, I'll really need your help. Got your back. Let's do this. Let's go. Clear out of the server room. We're gonna go. Which direction do we need to go? One of those directions. Let's quick save and figure out which one. This is a computer room, obviously. Let's search the computer. Isabel takes a quick glance at the terminal. I'll be damned, just logged into an admin inbox and somebody left it unlocked. I can't open the door for you from here, but we can read the messages if you want. Do it. Isabel turns the camera in her PDA to face the screen of the terminal. Amber text on a stark black background swims into focus. Ghost in the machine, leave it unplugged. It came back, damage control. First message. Look, I'm gonna come out right on say it. The security guys are right. There's something horribly wrong with that noodle extruder. I ran a diagnostic this afternoon. I was halfway through recalibrating the broth noodles when the damn thing started humming. And sure enough, it started churning out steaming hot juxing noodles, just dumping them into the palms of my hands. You don't even want to see the blisters I'm sporting right now. Now here's a freaky thing. The dough hopper was empty. I unloaded it myself prior to beginning the diagnostic. I want to repeat that. It was producing dough out of thin air. That machine is haunted. You want my advice? Get rid of it right now before the show. Second message. The noodle extruder in the food court area is out of order and should be left unplugged until further notice. Under no circumstances should any hotel or DECCON employee tamper with this device. Maintenance is looking into it. Again, do not plug in the extruder. Severe disciplinary action will be taken against any employee caught disobeying these instructions. Third one. Okay, I'm getting seriously creeped out over here. The damn noodle extruder is back. Z. I can't explain it. We boxed the thing up yesterday and sent it to the manufacturer. It wasn't here 5 minutes ago, but the fact that we opened the doors and the show is underway, I'm strolling through the food court and there it is, just sitting there with the line already forming. What the hell do we do? You and I both know that it doesn't have any dough in it. There's no seasoning in the spice reservoir. We don't have it hooked up to the hotel's water supply. The fucking thing isn't even plugged in. Where are the noodles coming from? What do we do? Well, what do you want me to do, Eltimar? Last message. It's too late, Nancy. At least a dozen people have already eaten from the thing. We can't shut it down now, and we sure as hell can't let anyone know about it. If people were to get sick, the show could be held liable. Look, if it's any consolation, I've been pouring through the logs of old shows to see if anyone had mentioned the noodle extruder, and I found something. This exact conversation, 14 years in a row. I don't know what's happening with the machine, but I don't know what's happening with this machine. I don't know where it came from, or how, or why, but it's part of DECCON. No one can get rid of it. No one knows how it works, it just does, and people keep coming back to visit it. I think this is a blessing in disguise. That's what I'm telling myself anyways. Just don't question it and everything will be okay. Alright, let's get out of here. We are going to wander off to the next door. There's just the one that we can go into. So let's do it. Let's see what happens. Okay, we have 2 doors we can go into here. We'll again save just to be sure we don't end up dead. This is a door that leads to another terminal. Info about the conference room schedule. It tells you about a high-level exec in conference room 3 on the bottom floor. Okay, whatever. Not super important. How about this particular room? Ooh, we can pilfer some supplies. An advanced medkit. I will take that. And then we can open this door. This is the quest door. Isabel's outline goes fuzzy the moment she steps foot into the elevator. A loud, rhythmic whooshing sound dominates the low end of your PDA speakers. Sounds a bit like the rotors of a helicopter. Heads up, Isabel, we're getting a lot of interference here. An elf in his mid-20s steps aside to let Isabel at the floor select your panel. He looks wired, jittery, stimmed to the gills most likely. There's no telling how long it's been since he's gotten a wink of sleep. Isabel punches the button for the ground floor. Working the show, huh? It's gotta be hard. The elf smiles down on Isabel, his expression affable. I'd feel tempted to blow off work and go check out the kiosks, maybe take a panel or two. Say, yeah, it's tough, alright. I wish I could just drop everything and explore. She starts in, repeating her words with forced sincerity. It's tough, alright. I wish I could just drop. They fall silent. You see her staring at the men's VIP badge. Isabel, what's wrong? Her eyes remain locked on the man's badge. Kind Ding, huh? That's an interesting street name. Been decking under it long? Couple years now, he smiles. Longer than anyone else to use the handle. I don't know what you're doing, but be careful. If she heard you, she doesn't acknowledge it. I know who you are. You're the one who shut down the Kowloon City power grid 6 months ago. He clears his throat. Yeah, that was me. Let's keep that between ourselves, though, alright? That little stunt screwed over a lot of local deckers. Her voice is soft, but you can detect a definite undertone of his hostility. A couple of them soaked up nasty hits of dump shock because of it. You wrecked the grid while they were jacked into their home machines. My team was in a bind. They needed a power outage right then and there, or they were cooked, so I gave them one. It was the best solution to a bad situation. Let's leave it at that. An icy silence descends on the elevator car. A few seconds later, Isabel pierces it. There was this decker. She lived out in Haoi. She called herself Spinster. She was a good person, and now she's in the ground. She never came out of the coma that your stunt put her into. Another long pause. Slowly, Ding extends his hand towards the emergency brake. Snap out of it is, we aren't here for this guy, and we can't afford to start shooting yet. She balls her hands into fists. You can read the tension in her body language. She's biting her tongue. At least that's what I heard. I'm just a caterer. I'm not a decker myself. He stares down at Isabel. The smile has vanished from his face. Yeah, sure you're not. You came to get me, haven't you, to take revenge for your friend? Did people put a contract on me, is that it? Say, I'm not a Decker, honest. I'm just a caterer who spends way too much time lurking on the Shadowrun BBS. I'm not a Decker, I'm just a caterer who spends way too much time... Abruptly, the connection cuts to static. Please, Isabel, don't be doing anything stupid right now. The static pops and hits us for 10 seconds. 20. Finally, the picture wobbles into view. Kind Ding is mid-sentence, practically frothing with rage. Did what I had to do. If you were in my position, you would have done the same if you had... You'd have done the same if you had gotten them killed. He's shouting. The sound of it reverberates in the cramped confines of the elevator car. There's no third way out of that scenario. Isabel starts to respond. The anger is clear in her tone. I would not have... Isabel, stop! Listen to me! She stops short. What? You're crazy, an insane person. And when I get out of this elevator, I'm going to tell the hotel security. Tell him that if he does, he's a dead man. Tell him you're with the Yellow Lotus. You don't want to turn me in. My boss would be very unhappy. I work for Kindly Chang. The color drains from his face. He begins to stammer. Oh, no. I'm sorry, I didn't mean... Static. The comms are cut out again. This is getting old. As quickly as it went, the picture flickers back onto the PDA screen. Kind Ding looks calmer now. The elevator is descending. Remember what we discussed. You keep your cool, and this turns out well for the both of us. We live and let live, understood? Yeah, I don't want any trouble from you in the first place. I'm just glad this was all a misunderstanding. Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'd be happy if this is the last I ever see of you. The feeling is mutual. The car finally slides to a halt, and the elevator doors slide open. The other Decker doesn't get off. Enjoy the rest of the show. Now move, Isabel. Damn. You're gonna get us caught. Alright, now... Oh, there's a lot of guards here. That's never a good thing. The hallway ahead is blocked by a trio of struggling bodies. A blackout drunk troll hangs slung between a pair of cursing security guards. One male, one female. As you watch, they struggle valiantly to drag her down the hallway. The troll's voice comes out in an inebriated roar. Unhand me, you fools! The older of the two guards, a mid-aged man with a pompadour haircut, struggles with all his might to keep his prisoner's flailing arm constrained. Don't let her go, Hoi. She has the strength of 10 men. Yes, sir. You recognize her as the guard who was standing by the employee entrance on the show floor. How she got roped into troll hauling duty is anyone's guess. The security captain locks eyes with Isabel. He barks out an order. Clear the hall. Say nothing. With an exaggerated motion, the troll swings her head towards Isabel. You, dwarf girl, help me. These... She hiccups mightily. The sound reverberates in her ears. These dreckheads want me to leave because I'm a troll. What's happening here? None of your business. You're not even hotel staff. You shouldn't be back here at all. He hugs the troll's left arm to his chest with all his strength, desperately trying to weigh her down. She lifts his feet a few inches off the floor, then slams them back down. He lets out an audible whimper. Now clear the way and report to your manager. Quit fighting me, damn it, before I talk to him for you. The former guard stares at Isabel. Recognition dawns on her face. Hey, I remember you. You said you had to meet some caterers up on 6. What are you doing back down here? Okay, say, I was checking to see if anyone down here wanted a drink. Just checking to see if anyone needed a drink. You want a mojito? The man strains against the troll's drunken efforts. His brow is beaded with sweat. You, shouldn't... Hold still. Be here. Not even offer drinks. The troll looks down on Isabel and issues a mush-mouthed plea. Ignore these pigs and help me. I'll take the runt on the left, you take the right. The troll bucks against the guard's grasp, nearly breaking away from them. They double down on their efforts to hold her. Isabel stares into the PDA. She looks irritated. Hell with this. It's a waste of time and we got a schedule to keep. Her hand moves towards her weapon. What do you mean? What schedule? Say you misspoke. Quick, on the schedule. Oh, screw it. Without another word, she goes for her gun. The security guards recoil in disbelief, and the drunken troll seizes the moment to break their grip. She lets out a yelp of exultation. The deafening crackle of static from the intercom system draws the attention of everyone on the show floor. A second later, you hear the security captain's voice in glorious stereo, the intercom sounding in one ear, and your PDA's earpiece in the other. Oh shit, take her down. Take both of them down. Oh dear. I'm not sure why our charisma skill wasn't helping there, but apparently we just didn't have that. That's a lot of neutral people. Also, that troll punched that guy for 9. The door appears to be made of hollow core pine, a rarity in modern day Hong Kong. Oh. Excuse me, sorry. It wouldn't take much effort to knock it off its hinges. An alarm system has been linked to the doorway, but the building alarms are already blaring. Kicking the door down now won't make much of a difference. Break it down. And into cover we go. Kinda wish we had a haster with us. We are going to take direct. Why are we? Oh, we're not even. Are we in combat? Koshi, I want you to be in control mode. There we go. Can I get to you? I mean, we can shoot him. 92% is pretty good. Yeah, we'll do a shot this turn, and then next turn we'll move into fight. We could kill Kinding, but we're not going to do that. She has a mini grenade. When did she get a mini grenade launcher? Anyways, we're not going to use the... Well, maybe we will use the mini grenade launcher. It's kind of better than our current gun. Although that kind of worked. Oh, that guy's going to come and die. I see how it is. Oh my god, he's got a shotgun. And the troll got shot. And missed its attack. Okie dokie. That guy's practically dead. That guy's also practically dead. Raptor's gonna haste our drone. Give it 3 AP. No, we're gonna use the drone first. It has really good shooting now for some reason. And just killed 2 people. Moving in. Isabel is here. She's not particularly good at shooting. But actually hit twice, so that's decent, I guess. She took 2 damage. That troll hits pretty hard. I mean, not as hard as us, but pretty damn hard nonetheless. Alright. I'm gonna move you up to here, although you can't do much. Got an achievement for that called Little Helpers. This guy needs to die, but... Oh, stop shooting my guy for 2. Alright, we fought off security, now we need to get to Rhombus's suite. Which I think is there. Damn it, Isabel, you suck at talking. Everything's locked, including our way back, actually. Is Klein Decker, or whatever his name is, still here? Yes, he's just kind of hiding in the corner. Wait, is this locked too? Doesn't look like we can click on it, so I'm gonna go with the yes. Maybe that's our escape route. Oh, we're going in the elevator. I see how it is. Probably could have got more exploration done if we hadn't shot everyone, but oh, things happen. Rhombus is sweet. Maybe we can explore this area a bit. Locked. Not accessible, but just an open door here. Well, at least he's here and not... Why is that wall on an angle like that? Oh, I guess it's just a decoration type thing. That looks like a tripping hazard, though. As you burst through the door, you find yourself standing face to face with a small, heavily tattooed man. Geometric shapes of all descriptions trace their way from his temples down his cheeks and neck to his shoulders. His eyes continue the motif. Each of his irises is a slanted rectangle. Rhombus looks at Isabel and sighs. If he's surprised to see her, he doesn't show it. You finally want him back, huh? The memories that we locked away. I always knew you would one day, but you got so hostile after the procedure. I didn't think you'd come around this soon. Isabel glowers at him, her cheeks darkening. Oh, get bent, Rhombus. I got hostile with you because you got hostile with me. Like hell I did. I tried to give you some advice as a friend. If memory serves, you called me a patronizing bastard and slagged my deck. Was I supposed to take that without punching back? Hang on a second. Isabel cuts in, her normally small voice growing raucous. I called you a patronizing bastard because that's what you were being. You wouldn't have taken that tone if I were a guy or an orc or a troll. You talked down to me like I was your little sister or something. Well, guess what? I'm not. Oh, hold up. I talked to you that way because you... She shouts over him, cutting him short. Also, punch back? That's a funny way of putting it. You tailored an ESP to troll all of my posts on Shadowrun. What kind of prick would do a thing like that? His face goes beet red and his chest puffs out. The kind whose cat you had killed, you little monster. Captain Whispers was just a house cat. He didn't have anything to do with this. She rears back in indignation. It was me. I would never hurt a cat. If I was going to have someone killed, it would have been you. You two sound like bickering teenagers. Actually, check that. You are bickering teenagers. You're the muscle, I take it. You and your friend, and just very impressive, Jerome. Thank you. Koshi scuttles forward menacingly, his claws weaving in the air. Rector smiles. His voice goes up an octave and he points a trembling finger at Isabel. She brought you along to beat the information out of me, didn't she? Beat isn't the word that I use. Koshi is better equipped for ripping and tearing. He gives the Wumpo an encouraging nod. A good thought, though. You have a firm grasp of the situation. Rhombus swallows hard. He opens his mouth to speak, but no words come out. His eyes are locked on the drone that's slowly scuttling towards him. Calm down. I'm not going to beat you up unless you force me to. Isabel blinks up at you, but I want you to. Let me ask you something. How many people did you kill to get to me? I mean, what kind of death toll are we looking at here? I'm assuming that the gunshots in the hall were you're doing. Yeah, that wasn't my choice. It was just how things went down. Yeah, sure. His eyes dart from side to side, then he starts screaming, "Help! Security! Somebody help!" They can't hear you, Rom. Know why? Because we killed them. Now give me my goddamn key. Rhombus doesn't respond, other than to increase the pitch of his screaming. He looks like he's on the verge of hyperventilating. She glances back at you. To hell with this. Let's hit him like a pinata until the software comes out. Sound like a plan? Yeah, sure, what the hell, this guy's a pain in the ass anyways. Rhombus begins to back away, his eyes wide with terror. No, you keep away. I can do things to you in the Matrix. I can drain your bank account, slander you, publish your intimate details. Stay back, please. You go to work. It doesn't take long before he cracks. I'll give her what she wants. I'll give her everything. He keys in a series of rapid commands to his PDA, then turns to Isabel sobbing. There, just check your inbox. You have it. Now, for the sake of whatever friendship we might have had, please let me go. Isabel examines her PDA, frowning. A few seconds later, the frown turns into a smile, and she nods at us. He wasn't lying. I got the encryption key. Let's stuff him in the closet and go home. Encryption key? I thought you said you had a software that you needed. Technically I have it. She taps her temple, up here in headwear storage, but I can't access it without the key, and now, thanks to Rhombus here, I've got it. Isabel, what was this really about? Recovering my old memories, the ones about the walled city. I still have them, but I can't get to them. Rhombus did that after I moved here. At your request, you little psycho, you begged me to do it. That's actually true. We were friends then. She looks down at Rhombus, who lies whimpering on the floor. Now we're not, and that's why you're getting stuffed in the closet. You set upon the grim task of shoving a protesting Rhombus into his own room closet and latching the door. You managed to get him inside without having to break any bones. He'll probably have bruises tomorrow, though. Come on, Eltimar. We got what we came here for. Let's go home. Suddenly, an explosion of sound fills your ears. Heavy footfalls advancing down the hall. You hear shouting, the crackle of radios, the HKPF. Oh, that son of a bitch. Rom must have called the cops. He probably has a panic button or something. She casts a hateful glare at the closet door, then draws her sliver gun. Get ready, Eltimar. We got company. Of course we do. Why wouldn't this go easily for us? Where are the HKPF? Koshi's gonna go around the corner first, because he's a robot, and robots have high armor. Assuming direct control and making him faster. Alright, Koshi. Around the corner you go. Show me what I'm dealing with here. Looks like just 3 dudes for now, I guess. We'll shoot one. We can get to cover, but can't get to very good cover. I guess I can go here. We're gonna take a shot or two, probably. Also, are they wearing military uniforms? Kinda looks military. Isabel, you really suck at fighting, so I'm just gonna kinda leave you in the doorway for now. That's a shaman, I think. Or a mage, maybe? Good thing the enemy sucks at shooting, too. Alright. So, can I hit both of these guys? Where's that double attack? That one. Oh, this is gonna hit all 3 of them. Oh, but just 2 of them. But now I'm standing outside of cover, which is not exactly ideal. Let's just use Koshi as a shooter for now. Oh, So I could move him up and start smacking around these guys. No, I couldn't. I can't even get into range. I can move up 1 point though. And shoot that conjurer. Not that guy. I don't know why that hit that guy, but whatever. And then she can go over here and maybe shoot something. Nope, missed. We're gonna take some hits for sure. Oh, we got slowed movement. I'm not sure how that guy missed. I was literally standing right in range. Or that guy. He shotgunned me from 10-ish feet away. Alright, let's take out these guys. Or at least one of these guys, and then get to cover. One guy dead. Cover. Raptor. Doesn't need to do much right now. That guy's dead. That guy got missed. I should have moved up instead. Oh well. Raptor's in the hallway. Yeah, I figured I was going to miss that attack. We might take this shot in the face. We did. Isabel can heal. Oh, that hurt. Okay, we need to get healed. Isabel can heal us next turn, though. And this guy's dead. Although he also has healing. Can you heal, Eltimar? I'm too far away. Isabel, can you do it? Yes. And Koshi's gonna move up into fighting range, I think. Oh, he can't quite. Well, it's just annoying. Alright, move up a little bit. And at least take a shot. Kneecap him if you can. -1 AP will help a little bit. And you can move up to here. To cover. Oh, he had a grenade. I wasn't expecting that. I only had 1 AP. Whatever, go stab this guy in the face. Should have done that first. Isabel's turn. Yes, shoot the robot, thank you. Finally doing something useful. This guy's got a lot of armor, I think. 4 armor, yeah. Yeah, I think we can finish this off. Good. Let's move. Let's try and get out of here in one piece. Isabel's mission was not as easy as she led me to believe it would be. Oh, that's it. That's the end of the mission. Okay, well, fair enough then. Maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought. We're off to Hanoi again. Not Hanoi. Haoi. The bus trip back to Kai Tak is quieter than the ride was. Your fellow passengers sit crumpled in their seats, barely moving, barely speaking. Their DECCON 2056 t-shirts hang loose on their frames, and their once cherished guest badges have been crumpled into their pockets. You've seen more lively groups on the way to the morgue. Isabel looks up at you, her eyes full of the same post-con fatigue that you see in everyone else. She gives you a small smile and taps her temple with a fingernail. You got what you came for. The show's over. It's time to go home. And I think that's going to be the end of our video. Assuming nothing happens to us at the train station, which usually doesn't, but we also might get some karma. Why isn't this loading? Oh, it's auto-saved, I see. We got, oh, 8 karma is actually quite a lot of karma. Let's take a look at what we can do this turn. So we could get more ranged combat, which is fine. We could almost get the new etiquette. And get another talkie skill. We don't have enough intelligence to worry about. We don't really need strength. We do need more quickness in ranged combat though, although our damage is pretty good. at the moment. We could use more body, because I think... Yeah, +5 to hit with all cyber weapons, 1 additional essence, which gives us more cyberware ability. Armor piercing with cyber weapons too is pretty good. What if we go here and here? We'll save the last 2 for now. Or we could just save the next 5. I do want the conversation skill, but it's 12 points in total. Or 15 points in total. That's a lot of points. Screw it. We'll spend 10 and get +5 to hit with cyber weapons. Or should I just get quickness? It's a tough call. +1 additional essence is kind of nice though, and that armor piercing will be really nice to have. Alright, I'll confirm. Done. We have 50 hit points, which is actually quite a lot for who we are. Let's go take a look at the cyberware and see if there's anything new, and then we'll call it a video. We need to go do more quests. Hello. Show me your services. Cyberware services. Anything cool and new and hip. +1 strength is not going to help us, plus our arms are already done up. Let's go with the right leg first. We need... Well, we only have enough for 1. We can get +1 quickness, +1 dodge, +6 hit points, and +1 quickness. We can almost get both of those. What about brain implants? +1 intelligence? Nah. Smart leg? No. We don't need a passive. We don't need hit chance. We got a really good hit chance. Body armor might be good though. +1 dodge, +1 throwing weapons, +1 movement. That's not really useful. This one is though. +1 to all physical attributes is pretty great. Or wired reflexes is +1 movement when triggered, gain +1 AP. Last 2 rounds, 0 AP cost. Yes, that is an adrenal pump basically. Confirming that. Want an adrenal pump. Need that. I wonder if I can use haste and an adrenal pump to have 4 AP around. That'd be pretty good. We'll take a look when we get into combat with all of our people. We also can level up our people, and then we're going to call it done. So we can get territoriality, or augments, which is an augment spell, poison fog, or we can get spiritualist, summon shrine spirits. I mean, I don't really use her spells to start with, to be honest, so... I definitely don't use her summons, so we'll just grab that one. Isabel. Sabotage. Isabel's mini launcher is now packed with napalm charges, igniting damaged targets. Targets on fire will take an additional 6 HP. So apparently I'm supposed to take the Tar Blaster. That would have been a good one to take. Oh well. Isabel gives the dual routine boost program, which increases persona speed while sneaking and the matrix by 40%. Does not stack with other boost programs or the launcher. Well, I might as well boost her decking because she's not very good at combat to start with. So that's good enough. I can get a nail grenade or a modded flashbang. Use crowd control because AP loss is pretty important. Now Koshi's repairability is reduced from 5 rounds to 3 rounds. Toolkit gives +2 AP. Oh, yeah, okay. I already know exactly what I'm taking on that one. That gives +2 AP and movement for 1 round to our drone. It augments our overclock ability, gets him in combat faster, which is good. And that's the end of our group leveling up process. So like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time. Take care.